Section 7.2, we're going to use the converse of the Pythagorean theorem to determine if a triangle is a right triangle. So the theorem for the converse of the Pythagorean theorem states if the square of the length, the longest side, is equal to the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides, then the triangle is a right triangle. So if c squared equals a squared plus b squared, then triangle ABC is a right triangle. So we're going to determine if we have right triangles. So the longest side doesn't equal the sum of the squares of the other two sides. And they are equal, so this is a right. And this is a right. And that is not equal, so not a right triangle. Okay, if the square of the length of the longest side of the triangle is less than the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two sides, then the triangle is an acute triangle. So if c squared is less than a squared plus b squared, then triangle ABC is a. Likewise, if the square of the greater side is greater than the sum of the square of the other two sides, then the triangle is obtuse. So if c squared is greater than a squared plus b squared, sorry about that, the triangle is obtuse. So filling in your methods, if it's equal to, it's right, less than, acute, greater than, obtuse. So we're going to determine the classification of our triangles. So we take the longest side and figure out what sign is going to go in there. Being equals, so that is the right. It's greater than, so this is obtuse. This is less than, so this is acute. greater than obtuse. And right. The last part, we're going to graph some points. You want to make sure that you label them correctly and connect them. And then find the lengths of each of the sides using the distance formula. Do that for each side. Remember the distance formula is the difference of the two coordinates, and then square it, add them, and take the square root. And then determine the longest side is going to be the square root of 65. So you have the square root of 65 squared, and you want to know basically not an equal sign in there, but just a question mark. What sign is going in there? So you have 65, 58 plus 25, so that's a less than, so this would be cute. And this ends 7.2.